Hello everyone, welcome back to this Microsoft Excel tutorial journey with me on my Knowledge Factor YouTube channel. This is the 91st session and hopefully you have taken a little bit of time to, get in there and just experiment dropping fields into the pivot table, you know, dragging them out, seeing what you get based on where you drag the different fields. Now I'm sure you have got some questions, right, about dragging fields into the specific areas and how Excel decided how it should be summarizing that data and blah blah blah. So, and we are going to take a look at some of those questions and hopefully answer them right here for you. But I want to remind you, visit the comment section and ask your questions right there as well, right? We are there for you. We are going to answering the questions, so make sure you take advantage of that comment section as well. So saying that, let's jump into our next topic. Let's take a look at grouping data within our Excel pivot tables. So right now I left off with the products along the top. Those are inside the type or the column section. We have got the sales individual inside the rows, and I have got the sales inside the value section. Now I'm going to remove the salesperson. I'm going to just drag that out of there. I'm going to put the month back into the row section. So I think this just is a little bit more common to discuss grouping, although we could do something with sales individual as well. So think about this. This is a nice looking table summarizing the total sales broken up by month and further broken up by the product, the type, right? Now I'd like to group the months. Maybe I'm thinking quarters, right? I would like to put January, February, March in one group. I like to put April, May down into its own group, and then November, December into its own group. And you notice that we are missing a couple of months there, but I like to group it by the quarters. So what we can do here is I can just highlight January through March, and that's what I want to group, those 3 months, at least the initial group. With that selected, I can go up to my pivot table, analyze, and right there I can get the group section, and on that tab there's a section called group. Now you'll notice that there are a few different options here for us to choose from. There's a group selection, which is what I'm going to take advantage of. I want to build a group with this selection of data right here, and you're going to see when we do this, it actually creates two groups. We get a group for that selection, and it creates a group for all the non-selected entities as well, or values as well. We do have the ungroup if you want to remove the group, and then we have got one here that's currently grayed out of mine for group field, and you'll notice it's got a kind of little calendar icon next to it, right? These months, they are technically our calendar values, right? They are month values, but it's not a complete date. If I had a complete date up there, then I could take advantage of this group field option, and it would give me lots of option to build a group those dates based off of, right? But once again, they are not true date values, so it's grayed out for me at least. Excel is not recognizing them as true date values. So again, I select my first three values, pivot table, analyze, and group selection, and there we go. So we have got our group 1 there. If I hit the little minus sign, group it up, get my 3 months when I expand it out, and so on. And I've got a group. I mentioned two groups, but it actually grouped it one for each month, but we are going to fix that. So what I can do is I can just grab April and May and go to the group selection and do the same for November and December. Go to the group selection. So I have got my three groups they have defaulted on. They have given us some default names: group 1, group 2, and group 3. I can change them if I click into there. Now here's a question I get asked quite a bit as well. How do you change the group names? You should be able to click into there, and there's type over the top of it. So I'll just say first quarter. Done. Drop down here, we'll say second quarter, and so on. So I'll just click into the cell and then third quarter and just type in the new value for the group. Right now I have got questions from users that say I can't do it, it won't let me change the group name. Well, in that case, try clicking into the group into the cell that contains it, go to the formula bar at the top of the screen and modify the name right there. Try that out if it doesn't allow you to do it directly inside of the cell, and I've got my groups. Well, collapse those all up. You can do that easily. Just click on the minus sign and they are printable whatever state you are bringing them into. So let's say I'll just expand this, go to the file, print. So I have my first quarter data exposed, expanded, and then second and third quarters are collapsed. Very cool, right? Groups are pretty sleek. This is what this was all through just highlighting a group of cells and saying group the selection. You notice that inside the row section they have added a second month inside there, just representing the groups, and that's where it stores all the information. Now let me show you one more method to create groups, and this one is going to be a little bit more just in tune with the drag and drop that we were doing with the fields. So I'm going to grab the month 2 and let me just drag that out there. It's gone. Let's just get back to the month. So groups are gone. Alright, so what I want to do now, let's say I'm going to take months out. I'm going to take the months out of there as well, and I'm going to group this. So still keeping the product or type along the top, the columns, and the sales inside the value section. I want to group it by the region. And within each of the regions I want to see the sales individual, right? So I'm going to just grab the region, I'm going to drag them into the row section. So now we have got our total sales broken up by the type, further broken up by the region. Very sleek. But then I'm going to grab a salesperson and I'm going to drag that into the row section, but just below the region section, and I'll just let go. So now we have created groups, little more drag and drop now based on existing fields. So we got Central, Lee Watson in Central. We get to see their sales. North for Parker, South has Pullen, and West has Bishop. What do you think? Drag and drop, right? If I decide, you know what, that's great, but maybe I want to swap them, right? Group through the salesperson, and underneath there will be the region. I could just drag the salesperson up above the region, and now I have got it broken up by the salesperson, and underneath we have got the regions they work in. Now in this particular example, where each salesperson only works in a single region, but if they had worked in the multiple regions, we would see that here. So probably best to put the region back to the top. We get a little bit more breakdown utilizing the options. So try this out, grouping our data, right? Getting that data to be presented in report fashion, in summary fashion, but including some groups, whether they are manual, highlight group selection, or utilizing the fields to create inherit groups within that data. So try it out. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and as I always say, if you really liked it and enjoying this journey, then please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and also press the bell icon to get the latest content update on this channel. Alright, then we'll meet up in the next session. In case you have any questions, any concerns, then do let me know in the comment section of this video. So see you in the next session. Till then, stay safe, have a great life, and take very good care of yourself.